Okay, so he
tall, dark, and handsome.
Is that we exchange love advice. How do we know each other?
This dude orders like the most expensive thing on the menu.
The best date that I've been on. He needs to be able to communicate. I study communication. Like I over communicate every single thing. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kirsten and this is
Helena, hi.
She's one of my closest friends and also my roommate as a month-ish.
Yeah, it's almost a month now. Yeah.
This is to commemorate us being roommates together for a month.
We've been waiting for this for a long time, I think.
You've been waiting for this for a long time, but it's finally here. Thank you so much for sending in a shit ton of questions through Instagram. I made a category out of them and we'll just go from romance to being roommates to life to uni to everything. So there are timestamps in the bar thingy. If you don't want to know anything about uni, just skip that part. And obviously we're both Dutch, but we'll do this in English. Okay, so one sip of coffee before we get started.
Yeah. Why do you always drink it with a straw? Like, I don't get it.
That's the first question.
Oh.
No, it's not. But no, it is. Because my teeth are very sensitive, like everything about me, and they get yellow fucking quickly. So because I drink a lot of tea, my teeth just get yellow.
Does that also happen with coffee then?
Yeah. And wine is also bad for your teeth.
Oh.
Well, red wine in particular.
Yeah.
But coffee and tea, I mean, look at the coffee cup after you leave it, or like after you drank the coffee and leave the cup, you'll see on the outside that it's dirty. Yeah. The same thing happens to your teeth, so that's why I always drink straw. I even bring it to the office.
Wow.
Because I drink a lot. Okay, first category is
romance.
Oh, romance. Are you single?
Very much so. I'm very happy about it.
Thanks for the reminder.
Honestly, no, it's fine being single. I don't mind it right now. I used to mind it a lot, but I think since a couple months now, I'm very much done with men in general.
But are you dating?
No, I'm not dating at all.
I am single, however, I am dating someone. Yay! R.I.P. my mental health. Sorry, that's a TikTok. If you're watching, it's a TikTok. So that's that. Why do we think we're still single? That was a genuine question. I think that's such a cool question.
It's a very difficult, very confronting one, I think. I mean, I do know.
Look at us.
The reason I'm still single is because I seem like I have high standards, but I always seem to attract the wrong men anyway. And I'm maybe sometimes very oblivious at the start of dating someone, and then I don't realize why everyone around me tells me that they're not great, and then I'm like, no, but it'll be fine.
So sweet.
And then after a couple weeks, most of the time after a week, I'm like, you were right.
Thank God it doesn't drag on for months. Like that would be a total waste of
no,
time.
sometimes it does, and then they end up being dicks anyway. So right now, I'm not dating anyone, and that's totally fine with me because I'm choosing not to date anyone. So I'm choosing to be single right now. You're almost not single anymore.
So I'm dating someone for some time now.
We're waiting for him to pop the question. You are too.
So why do I think that I am single? One, I don't have the patience for dating apps. Like I'll be on there for a couple of days and I'll be like, bye. So that's not how I meet people. Then I think I don't know. Why am I single? No, I don't know. I think I prioritize friends and family a lot as well. But then a lot of the guys that I seem to be dating are not making enough effort or time for me, so like,
which is weird.
But yeah, I don't know. You tell me. I'm very happy where I'm at right now. I'm very comfortable and happy. Anyways, what do you look for in dates? What do we look for in dates?
Like one date or
the person you're dating. I also didn't know that. Let's
do both.
Yeah.
That's because we're talking about love and romance, so let's specifically answer the person.
Okay, so he's
tall, dark, and handsome.
Which is actually true. That is my type most of the time. Sometimes fairy, sometimes blonde. Mostly tall, dark, and handsome. Humor needs to be in that person. Caring and sweet. He needs to be able to communicate. I study communications. Like, I over communicate every single thing. So you kind of need to meet me in the middle there. He needs to like kids, because we have a lot of kids in the family. So if he's like, ugh, kids, then like, what the fuck are you doing with me? I mean, they will grow up eventually, but
it's interesting how we have this. Yeah, but it's interesting how we have the same type, but
not the same type.
No. It's like when it comes to the inside of a person, you know, we have exactly the same type, but
when it comes to the outside,
completely
different.
Yes.
Thank God. Imagine if like that would also be the same.
That would be very difficult.
It would be very awkward.
Also bad. Yeah. But
ambitious.
Yeah, and I mean with ambition, for me, I don't really care what kind of work you do or how much money you make, but it's more as in like, okay, I'm in one position now at some company or whatever you're doing, and that you're trying to look further than where you're at. So like, where can I go to? What can I do next? How can I improve myself? Yeah. Especially to just be a better person, not even to just make more money, but to be a better person.
Yeah, I just wanted to say not necessarily work-wise, but in life.
Yeah, how do you become a better person in anything you do?
Wanting to improve, exactly. And not learn anything.
Yeah, so ambition. Yeah, we're not gold diggers, so... Are you?
Speak for yourself.
No. I don't really care about the money.
No.
That's someone else made. That doesn't define who a person is, obviously.
Yeah.
I think is our answer.
The best and worst date we've been on.
Okay, you start.
The best date that I have been on, I think the one time that I went hoe heet het überhaupt in het Nederlands? Zo'n fietsbootje?
Oh,
like, you know those swans on the lake that you have to pedal yourself?
Yeah. Bilingual problems here, right?
Like that. Yeah, that's weird. But that was really fun, and it was a surprise for me that we were going to do that, and it was just such a nice idea, and it was a lovely day. That was really cute. I think that's my best date. Like, the rest of the dates I've been on were most of the time just going for drinks, because mainly it didn't get much further than the first date. And the worst date was the one where the guy got drunk within an hour, and it was still Friday afternoon, and he was already like 8 Heineken Pilsner in, and we were supposed to have
already
coffee,
a problem.
Which is already a problem. But then, like, he was so nervous, and it was just so awkward, and I was like, why are you already drunk? And it was very unattractive and awkward. What about you?
Best date? You know, like, I've never had a really good date, in my opinion.
I was thinking, what kind of dates you went on?
I mean, the one with my, like, last ex-boyfriend, I've had 2 relationships, like, proper relationships. But the last one, you know, that first date was really good. It lasted 4 days, I think. We already knew each other before we actually started dating. And then there's this whole story, I won't tell the whole story, but we met up. We hadn't seen each other in a couple of years, but we already knew each other. We knew each other's friends as well. So, you know, then I guess you skip a lot of steps in the whole getting to know each other process. So we saw each other 4 days in a row.
Oh.
No, and and then kind of never left each other's side, which didn't work eventually, but that was my best date, if I have to think about it.
It's cute. And your worst date?
My worst date? I've had a couple, but what I can remember that's actually like a good story. We went out for dinner, and then it wasn't like an expensive dinner or anything, and then I think the total was like 30 euros, maybe 35, something like that.
That was quite okay.
For the two of us.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it was at Bazaar, really good restaurant actually. It was really good. So, and I'm all for splitting the bills or, you know, paying in turns or that kind of stuff. So the date, like the beginning was really nice. And then he said, okay, I'll pay for the dinner and then we'll go out for drinks and then you pay for the drinks. I'm like, sure, that's fine. And then we go to get drinks. I order a beer, which is like 4 euros, not even, because it was like a special kind of beer, not just kind of good, because that's gross. But then this dude orders like the most expensive thing on the menu, like a double whiskey, which was like 16 euros. And then I was like already upset because I'm like, if you know someone else is paying for you, I think it's rude to get the most expensive thing on the menu.
Unless they're also getting something expensive, then it's kind of...
Yeah, if I was getting the same, then it was fine. But like, no. That's just rude to me. And then this dude asked for second rounds. I'm like, no, I'm tired. I'm gonna go home.
Abort mission.
So yeah, that was a day and I didn't really talk to him after. Yeah,
it's also, I believe that he was working full-time.
Yes.
And you were at the time also a student, and it's kind of, I would just not be comfortable knowing that someone who makes much less money than I do pays for quite a big bill. Like, I just personally wouldn't be comfortable with that, because if it doesn't hurt my wallet, like, why would I not pay? Like, it's also an ego thing, obviously, but yeah. Yeah, but I like, just like the principle of, I just think it's rude. Yeah. The last question about love is, why do we fall in love with the wrong people?
I don't know.
If only we knew.
Yeah. I've never fallen in love with the wrong person though, because I find out beforehand that they're the wrong person.
Knock wood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where's wood? Why? Everything's falling. Anyway, I don't know. But I've never fallen in love with the wrong person, but I have liked the wrong person. And I think, you know, especially when you're attracted to someone physically, you have these like rose-tinted glasses on, and then you tend to not see the things where yeah. I mean, I have fallen in love with the wrong person, obviously, with my ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, but not like wrong.
It wasn't wrong. It was just like our relationship wasn't, you know, we weren't right for each other, but it wasn't the wrong person.
Yeah. Like,
I think I learned a lot from him. And maybe he didn't learn anything from me.
At least you gained something.
I gained something. That's the most important thing. But yeah, no.
It's time for the roommate questions.
Yay!
How do we know each other?
We know each other from the PR committee at our university, at my previous university, University of Applied Sciences in Rotterdam. Yeah. And you were doing international business and languages. You were doing international business and management studies, and it was love at first sight. We were in the same room, we just got friends. Yeah, that's where we met, and that's like 2016. 5 years ago. And now we're here! But we've been talking about like living somewhere together for a long time. Like, it's been a conversation, but it's pretty much impossible to find something in Rotterdam where you can like move in together. And this was like the perfect opportunity. It was. So, what do you study without giving away too much of your
She does something with political science.
Yeah, so I study, I can tell you everything. I'm studying management of international social challenges, which is a combination of political science, public administration, and sociology. And then I'm doing a minor in inclusive and emergent leadership. And I have no fucking clue what I want to do with my life. So that's that's the story. Yeah.
Yay! She's also just 23. Just turned 23. So we don't know. We don't have to know.
We don't have to know, but I've always known what I would like to do with my life.
Yeah.
And now it's almost the end, and I'm like, I actually do not know, and that's a little bit scary for me. It is, I would say scary. But yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what I do, but it's something with communication, it's something with media, and it's my master's. And I have just started, and we'll get more into uni stuff a bit later. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. How do we manage living together? Who does the shopping / cleaning and everything? We just do our own groceries.
Yeah.
We get our own groceries.
We eat very different stuff as well.
Yeah.
So like sometimes we eat the same thing, and when we agree to like have dinner together in the evening, or sometimes we agree on that like a minute before.
Yeah.
But sometimes we cook for each other, like for ourselves, and then eat together. But cleaning, I think we both sort of do it.
We just do it on the go, kind of. Like, oh, we have the time to do this, and one does the bathroom, and then we text like, oh, bathroom has been done, so the other person doesn't necessarily like do it the next day. And that's just kind of, we don't have a schedule for that.
And sometimes you're just not in the mood to clean, and
God, no.
I hate
Sometimes
doing the dishes. So she's noticed that probably. I'm very sorry, but I absolutely hate it. So I extend it as long as possible. Like I would, rinse everything so that it doesn't get moldy or anything. But like doing the dishes is just, and when you start doing it, it doesn't even take that long, but just having to do it just bothers me. So I don't. Cleaning
doesn't bother me. I don't really sometimes have the time to clean.
Yeah.
I do always do the dishes, but like the kitchen.
I mean, if we weren't doing this, I would probably do the dishes right now.
True.
So,
So it's my fault that she's not doing the dishes.
Basically. No, but it's fine. Especially this week has been like super busy.
Yeah.
Because it was my birthday on Thursday. But yeah, I'll do it this afternoon when I come home from work.
That's fine. Next question is, are men better roommates? Which was not a question asked by our downstairs neighbor, Nort, who is a man. It depends.
It really depends on the guy. Because some men are dirty. Some girls can be as well.
Definitely. I've lived with both, shared stuff with both, and it just really depends on the person. Like, I would prefer some male roommates that I've had over girl roommates that I've had.
And the other way around as well.
But the thing that we have noticed, which is fun, is that we exchange love advice.
Yeah.
Because he sees everything obviously from a male perspective, and we as women.
Like when we're like, why the fuck doesn't he respond or that kind of stuff, he's like,
did you think of this and this and this and this? And we're like, oh, that makes sense. But it also happens vice versa. So it's like, oh wait, so if I text this, you think this? And we're like, yeah, duh. And you were like, oh.
Yeah. So we're making the world a better place by living with a man. Although he has his own stuff, so we don't have to share a bathroom or a kitchen with him. Although his house is probably cleaner than ours. He's quite a clean person.
He's quite a clean person, yeah.
But yeah, we have 2 people using it, so that's also a difference.
Yeah, I'm just not home that often, so it makes cleaning a bit harder. Who has a higher tolerance for alcohol? Yeah, I think so.
I think so. Also, because you're like half the size of me, probably.
But we do get tipsy at the same point.
Yeah, but I drink faster, probably.
Yeah, I don't drink fast at all. Who would survive longer in a zombie apocalypse? But you've always done like scouting, like the
Scouts.
yeah. So would that be an advantage?
Not really. But it's water scouts, so I can sail away. But that's the only thing I could do.
Okay. Next chapter is lifestyle, life in general.